Grass screen, still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in her. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles.
For Philadelphia.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Taken in the end zone. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. A first down carry by Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. On 4th down, Jones.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. That one good for 37 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And incomplete on the deep ball. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Duke Riley coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Turnover on downs.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Their own 13-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
12-yard line.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Intercepted.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
To number 80.
From 8 yards out, and the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
Point conversion.
Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big play there for Philly. Give him 55 yards on the ground. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now a handoff looking right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing Jones. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. To try again after the sack. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench into what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picks off at the 38, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Vikings' 32-yard line.
Room here to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And now here's a carry heading left. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Flush to his right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35.
Pass complete.
It's a big one there for the Vikings. 46 yards.
1st down, Vikings.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
8-yard line.
Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And the conversion good. He's got it. So the lead swells to 16-0.
Eagles nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20, 10, 5, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 74 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. From the gun, Jones escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And now it's second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now Jones throwing again. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Jones now, off play action. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Eagles will have it taking over first and 10. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chain, second and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
It's a gain of 6.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. A final shot before half for Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long.
It's third down.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He'll air this one out for Boyd. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's
pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Daniel Jones.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise.
And Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Operating from the gun, Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Derek Barnett in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
And the Vikings.
Jones Operating from the gun. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Running out of the wild.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
The end of the 3rd quarter with the score Vikings 22, Eagles 7.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Eagles.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 48, 30.
Come on and get it.
And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football.
They'll take over.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On the keeper.
Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again, Jones. Finds his tight end Ingram. That 2nd down play nets a -4. The Vikings on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Here's Jones throwing on fourth down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Avery Williamson. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Running out of the wild.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Duke Riley getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Touchdown, Vikings! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Eagles 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they won.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Man open, it's Moss complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, Wentz. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was hoping to get that to John Hightower. And it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. They're going to find his running back. It's complete. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
3rd and 7.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. That's caught. It's John Hightower. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike.
It's 4th down.
Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on 4th down. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the final seconds have ticked away in this.
Shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding ways in this.
Themselves next week at home. So our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.